Hey guys, welcome to my video. Before we get started, let me introduce myself. My name is Teguh Persada. I'm from Faculty of Economy North Sumatera, and my major is accounting. My name 180503207. The purpose I made this video is about I wanna share what I have learned from Miss Malinda class in advanced accounting. So check it out. First of all is definition and characteristic of firm. In general, firm business entity, partnership for running and developing a business between two people or more with a same name of business. Each of them has a responsibility for the company, also the capital that may be needed for build the business from all of the membership and contribute in this venture. Etymologically, a firm. Word firm came from Netherlands, as known as Vennootschap onder Firma. The meaning is trade union between several companies. On the point of view of law, there are several forms of company in Indonesia, such as individual company, community firm, company or persero, etc. The content of the official summary of deed of establishment of the firm be seen in Article 26 of KUHD with the must contain following. First name, occupation, and residence of the firm allies. Second, the firm statement by indicating whether the partnership is general or limited to special branch of particular company, in the last case by showing the special branch. Third, the appointment of allies who are not allowed to sign on behalf of the firm. Four, when the partnership starts and when it ends. Five, in general, the parts of agreement that must be used to determine the rights of third parties against allies. Firm has certain characteristics compared to other companies. Some of the most important these characteristics by Debrin 1989 are: first, mutual agency. Every partner of the firm is representing or agent of the firm for their business purpose. This any action taken by allies, as long as they still within the normal framework of the company business, are action of the firm. In other words, this action by itself would bind the firm and of its allies. Second, limited life with the characteristic. It means that the lifespan legally of firm limited by appropriate measures. If the actual reality in the field turns out to be no longer in accordance with the stipulated in the agreement that has made, then legal was considered dissolved. Third, unlimited liability. As mentioned above, is the firm is in an association of several parties. That way, the responsibility of each partner is not only limited to the amount of capital they have deposited. That means if the firm assets are not sufficient to cover the debt contents of the agreement. This characteristic is also called and in line with in the article 18 KUHD. For ownership in the interest in the partnership. Although the firm in association of allies, and of course the personal characteristic of allies will be inherent in a firm. All the assets that have been invested by allies have become joint property and are no longer the personal property of each ally. For the assets that have been invested, the partners will receive a reward in the form of ownership rights in the firm called capital. Particularly participation in profit sharing. By joining a person as an ally in a firm and upon the payment of capital, the partner will receive ownership rights of the capital in firm. Then the ally is also entitled to receive or participate. Now we go to the reason for choosing a firm. Various reasons for choosing the form of a firm include the collection of capital. The limited amount of capital is always inherent in company. That is in the form of an individual can be overcome by choosing the form of a firm company. With the form of an individual company, the source of capital is limited. The owner is only one person. Consequently, with the form of a firm, the owner of the company consists of more than one person, and thus the amount of capital raised will certainly be more because it is profit and comes from several people. Second, easy information and dismissal produce. As mentioned above, the produce for forming a partnership company or firm is simple and easily. A list who agreed to establish a firm are sufficient only to make a deed of agreement, or agreement between them only comes from one person because, and with that deed, the firm has been formed. The third, adherence to the personal characteristic of owner. The first and the third characteristic of firm, as mentioned above, have always been one of the important factors why the firm is the alternative chosen by investor. With these two characteristics, it can be said that life and death of firm is very dependent on personal characteristics and the ability of the owner or allies in managing it. Now, kind of firm type. From point of view line of business, from the available line of business and could be choose fellowship company divide to trading firm and non-trading firm. Second, from the point of ally rights, general firm which is firm whose all members or allies have the same rights. Limited firms, which a type of firms whose members do not have the same right. There are a group of allies who have all the rights associated, and there are allies who give the limited rights. Now, some important issues about firm. There are several issues that always discussed and regarding the firm to this firm in practice among other are. First, a firm like a private company which is not separate entity from its owner, but from an accounting point of view, the firm is a separate entity of its owner. This indeed the requirement in accounting. Second, in practice, many firms operate using an accrual basis accounting system, but some of them use a cash basis, a modified cash basis. This is possible because the firm records are made from allies and must show the information they need. Third, many people think that the characteristic of the three their firms, namely unlimited responsible, is a form of firm weakness. Because of these, people sometimes choose to sit as silent partners and a limited firm. Fourth, the last, is the case of firm of limited type. The obligation of passive partner referred to as silent partners. They are not only limited to the amount invested, but they also limited to taking some action in the management aspect. So that's all I share to you guys. Hope they make your knowledge more and more better. Thank you guys. Bye.